All right. Well, today is day 3 of the Facebook Live challenge. It's the 12th of February. I'm going to have a continuation from my Facebook Live that I did yesterday, and we had a question. And the question was, does it have the same impact for women as men? And we're talking about soy. So it does, in a way. So I'm going to get into a little bit more about how soy lowers and its effects on male testosterone and how men need to stay away from it as much as possible. Now, that's to say, what I'm saying is we're surrounded by it. So you need to minimize it because if you stress about eliminating it, then your elimination is not going to do you any good, because the stress over that and the worry over that will do even more harm possibly than consuming a lot of soy. I'm telling you because the soy it's in so much stuff around us that you're not going to be able to avoid it completely, but you can minimize it. Yes. All right. Hey, Cameron, good to see you, bro. Please, if you have any questions, put it in the comments, and I'll try to answer them. Please forgive me if I don't recognize you on the chat right away, because I will be switching over to a couple other websites I'm going to be giving you the details on. Okay, so there is a big debate about men eating soy and its hormonal effects. And the debate has been going on for a long time. And usually the two groups that are usually debating about it is the group often contains a lot of vegans or vegetarians who claim that soy, in fact, is a really healthy superfood and that there's no science backing up its testosterone lowering effects. The other group usually contains a lot of bodybuilders and gym rats who complain that soy is the equivalent of eating birth control pills and it has very powerful testosterone lowering effects in the human body. So which group is right? And a little bit of both. So just start reading the labels of the foods around your house, and you'll soon find that almost everything has soy in it. Bean, processed foods. The marinade in meats contains soy. If you see the word vegetable oil, that's more than likely processed soybean oil. Soya lichen is a filler in most processed foods, and as you might guess, it's a highly processed end product of soy products. Now, just to let you know, on my diet, I don't stick with I mainly stick with vegetables. I may eat meat once a week, twice a week, maybe only once a month. And then my philosophy on diet is, if I could grow it or if I could get it from a farmer, I'll eat it. If it has to be made in a lab and highly processed and whatnot, I just tend to stay away from it. And I generally eat at home most of the time, and healthy, 90% of the time. So that way, when I do go out and enjoy socializing and networking with people, for a restaurant, I can just enjoy my environment and order something off the menu or wherever we're at and enjoy it with no guilt. Okay, so back to soy. About 93% of the soy is officially GMO, genetically modified. This means that the soy is extremely cheap, and because it's cheap, most food manufacturers use it. So what about the claim of soy reducing male testosterone levels? What is the basis for that? Okay, soy contains compounds called isoflavonoids, which act as phytoestrogens, plant estrogens in the human body. They're structurally similar to the principal female hormone estrogen and are believed to have similar effects in the body. As high estrogen levels in men are almost always a direct route to lower testosterone levels, eating soy, which contains estrogen compounds, is often blamed for lowering testosterone. But is it really what happens in the human body? Let's see the science. So, and both men and women have estrogen and testosterone, and we need a balance of them. So we're not talking about elimination here. You know, getting your normal levels, and that is what's normally in fruits and vegetables, is fine. What I'm talking about here is any excess exposure, particularly to the GMO and a lot of the synthetics. So Dr. Kenneth D.R. Setchell from Colorado State University discovered this small molecule called Equal from humans back in 1982. Since then, he's been researching the molecule. He has already proven that the compound is formed in the gut when we eat isoflavonoids, and that men who eat a lot of soy have high amounts of Equal present in their bloodstream. Back in 2004, Dr. Setchell found out that Equal is a strong anti-androgen, which can almost completely shut down the activity of dihydrotestosterone, the most potent androgen. The study followed one 19-year-old man who started consuming hefty amounts of soy in his diet. Suddenly, the guy lost all interest in sex and suffered from erectile dysfunction. His DHEA, testosterone, and DHT levels also plummeted significantly. 1 year after stopping the soy consumption, his erectile health and hormonal profile was fully regained. In the human study, from 99 infertile men, the men that ate the most soy had the lowest sperm counts. In the study, soy protein increased the number of epithelial cells in breast tissue by 29%. This is a sign of overblown testosterone. That's man boobs. These 3 animal studies found out that the isoflavonoids in soy can cause breast cancer too. In this study, the researchers found out that male infant rats who received soybean feed when they were still in the womb had problems in sexual organ development. So the conclusion, there really isn't a reason for why men should be eating soy. It contains powerful phytoestrogens and produces equal in the gut, which is a strong androgen. On top of that, doses, anyone actually, what I wanted to kind of tell you, the flavonoids in regular fruits and vegetables, that's not what I'm talking about. Those are natural and will give you the natural estrogen levels that men and women should have. But I wanted to kind of let you know what does have soy in there. Breaded foods, like we said, a lot of the vegetable oils, imitation dairy foods, infant formula, follow-up formula, nutritional supplements for toddlers and children. It's a huge, imagine that a baby boy who is receiving soy-based protein infant formula, it is dramatically stunting his natural development because of the high levels of estrogen within his body. Meal replacements, meat products with fillers, miso, a lot of sauces, for example, soy sauce, tamari, teriyaki, Worcestershire sauce, tempeh. Let's see, what else here? Canned tuna and minced hams. A lot of the plastic bottles are soy-based linings. A lot of cans have soy-based linings. But we're talking about minimization here, and we got to be reasonable, okay? Just staying away from the high soy-based products is what I'm really talking about. Hey, Sharon, thank you for joining us. All right. And signs and symptoms of high estrogen. Okay, I want to get back to the question. Does it have the same impact for women as men? Somewhat, in that women have higher estrogen, men have, but women also have testosterone. Men have higher testosterone, but also have estrogen. So high levels of estrogen in either gender is bad. And this is what you can expect, or some of the symptoms. Let's see here. So estrogen is known as the female hormone, and testosterone is known as the male hormone. Although they're identified with a specific gender, both hormones are found in women and men. Women have more estrogen, men have more testosterone. Sorry, I just said that. In women, estrogen helps initiate sexual development. It also regulates a woman's menstrual cycle and affects her entire reproductive system. High estrogen or estrogen dominance can happen if estrogen levels are too great. These high levels can occur naturally. Too much estrogen can also be the result of medication. So symptoms of high estrogen: bloating, swelling and tenderness in the breasts, decreased sex drive, and that is for men and women. That's why in the study I just showed you that men who have high levels of consumption of soy lose their sex drive and develop man boobs. Irregular menstrual periods, headaches, mood swings, weight gain, hair loss. Yes, I've actually, since I've increased my testosterone, actually I've regained some hair. I'm in my 40s, but I've actually regained hair. I've got more hair now than I did in my 30s. Well, you wouldn't notice it because I shaved my head last night, but I'm seeing guys in their 20s, you know, going bald, and it's just not right. Cold hands and feet, feeling tired or lacking energy, difficult with memory, trouble sleeping, and increased symptoms of PMS. Okay. So yes, the high levels of estrogen, to answer the question plainly, the high levels of, hey Sharon, good to see you there. And Cameron, thank you for still watching. Yes, the high levels of estrogen do have an impact on women as well as men. So just try to stay away from the, well, the way I can explain it is you change one little daily habit at a time to implement this. For me, like water, you know, I just change my water from, I ensure that most of the time I have water that doesn't have chlorine and fluoride or bromine in it, because that daily consumption just builds up in my body. And that's the same thing when I'm talking about the soy. Men need to stay away, and both men and women need to stay away from the synthetic or the high estrogen producing soy-based foods. Men more than women, because it is more detrimental to men. Just try to go natural, you know, and the levels within our foods that are natural and organic and something that you could grow yourself or get from a farmer, that's okay. It's just, you got to get rid of the plastic, the canned foods with the lining, and the processed foods, and not a lot of soy-based meals. That's what we're talking about, just so that you have a nice balance. All right, that is day 3 down. Please, I would love to, if you've got any other questions, I love doing research and finding, and if I know something about it, I'll share it on my next Facebook Live. Tell me what I should be doing tomorrow. All right, make it a magnificent day. It's going to be a hot one here, and bless y'all. Peace out.